hear some ocean sounds. What you got? Deep ocean sounds. Deep ocean sounds. Get a little seasick.
We should probably start then. Hine ma tovu manayim,
shevet achim gam yachad.
hine ma
tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achiot gam yachad.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Brad.
Shabbat shalom.
Welcome to your Shabbos Sea Cruise for our Ark-themed Shabbat. Leave your troubles on the shore, climb aboard, and join your voices with ours for an evening of musical and playful animal adventure. I'm Ariella Friedman. This is my co-captain, Brad Davidorf.
Shabbat shalom.
And we are delighted to welcome you to the SS CBH Shabbat
Sea lion?
with all of the many creatures we have on our ark.
Our ark.
Dessert will be served on the side deck for all species in a little over an hour.
It's next to the Lido deck.
Yes. This week begins Parashat Noach, hence our ark animal theme. Everyone has picked up a spirit animal card, and if you just came in and didn't, please find your spirit animal. Yes, hold up your spirit animal.
Hold it up now.
I got the crocodile. Brad, what'd you get?
I got the scorpion.
So it's very interesting to watch people pick these. Some people just picked randomly, and other people studied all of them and picked the one that spoke to them. So this is your partner for tonight. And we invite you to use these creatures in all different ways in our evening. You might find one that brings you guidance or encouragement. You might find one that challenges you and invites you to see things through new eyes. You might even find one that you give as a gift to someone else. So we invite you to take these with you tonight and keep them if they speak to you, or pass them along to somebody that you think might need them. And if you haven't already, if you look on the back, there's a few words to describe this creature. So as you climb aboard our Shabbos Ark, we invite you to imagine that you're boarding alongside your spirit animal, and they're your other half as your pair. We're going to connect with them in different ways throughout our service tonight, so keep them close to you, even the wild ones, and actually, especially the wild ones.
Especially the wild ones.
I love the ark metaphor. When Brad and I sat down to think about what we were going to use as framing for our service, we thought about the ark and all the different metaphors for it. There's the ark of ourselves, all the different voices that we have in our heads that speak to us and sometimes say different things. The ark we occupy with our beloveds, our chosen family, the people in our closest bubble. And the ark of our community, the creatures that are in our larger circle that maybe we don't always choose to have there. And we have to figure out how to navigate that space throughout our differences.
Go on.
Thank you. We are all floating on this big ship together, and we have to find a way to make it work despite our differences. So tonight's going to be a mix of singing, reflection, playfulness, conversation. We welcome the Torah that you and your spirit animals bring to tonight's service, and there will be time to talk and reflect and play. So jump in with us as your spirit animal moves you. We are also celebrating 2 simchas tonight. Elizabeth Cohen and Rick Stone are celebrating their 30th wedding anniversary. And my kid, Elena, just turned 15 and passed her permit test, so she's on the road.
Permit.
So if it feels safer to travel by ARC, I understand. She hasn't had a driving lesson yet. It's pretty amazing to think about this ARC that we have created together, that people of so many different ages and generations want to be here together to celebrate these simchas. I can't imagine any other place more special to bring everybody together under one ARC, under one umbrella, and celebrate Shabbat together.
So welcome.
Welcome. So I would like to invite up Elena and Noah to lead us in lighting Shabbat candles.
You're welcome. Oh, that's good. Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehalig ner shel Shabbat. Well done, well done. So this is the time as we start to get settled where let's just take a moment and turn around and say hello, greet people with Shabbat, have a little teeny kibbutz, and after that we'll sing Shalom Aleichem. Hello, Shabbat Shalom, it's very good to see you. I'm going to go tell Nathan hello. So on page 13 in our Sidurim, on page 13 is Shalom Aleichem. Please join us.
Shalom Aleichem,
Malachei HaShalem, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bam pam pam, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharei, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So the first idea we'll consider is the concept of the ark as the container supporter of the self. carrying various, sometimes unruly internal elements that require some navigation. We see the importance of self-awareness, self-forgiveness, and self-acceptance, particularly when facing challenges. All right, so here's the breakdown. Internal navigation. We all possess diverse inner elements, emotions, thoughts, instincts that want us to notice them. When our heart starts to pump faster, our vision starts to narrow, our breathing speeds up. These are clues that something's going on, something that needs our attention. Self-forgiveness. When we act in ways we regret, it's crucial to figure out why, forgive ourselves, and choose to act differently, even if we do it again and again and again. Hi, Julie.
Wow,
That was a joke. She doesn't do anything bad. And
Much love,
embracing our wildness. Acknowledge and comfort the untamed parts of ourselves, especially when we react in the classic fight, and freeze to challenges. So the freeze thing is an interesting thing to me. If we find ourselves in a position where we say, I don't know, it's kind of like a freeze, and it can take up a lot of energy. But we can use it as a prompt to make a choice. Take small steps to gain clarity and initiate movement, because movement begets movement. Just the introduction to the arc of ourselves. So our cards, our animal wisdom cards. So look at your card, and as we move through this, take a look at the elements that are listed on the back, or just your perception of what might define the characteristics of your animal. Think of a couple of its traits, and think about this. How do these differ from your own? And what lessons can your animal teach you about navigating our inner world? The invitation is to see new possibilities. So we're just kind of setting that up. And as we do so, as this stews in you, we're going to sing a couple of tefillot, a couple of prayers. So I will introduce them in between each one. The first one is Kol Demama Daka. So this is a chant that you may recognize from, I believe we wrote it. No, we didn't write it. But it
is on our chant
it
CD.
It is on our chant
CD.
CD.
You can purchase online after Shabbat.
After Shabbos, you can purchase it online. But it's Kol Demama Daka Ana Ana Hachshivula, which is still small voice. Let us listen. Kol Demama Daka. Kol Demama Daka. Ana, 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 Hashivula. Kol Demama Daka. Kol Demama Daka. Ana, Hana, Hashivula. Kol Demama Daka. Kol Demama Daka. Hana, Hashivula. One more time. Kol Demama Daka. Kol Demama Daka. Hana, Hana, Hashivula. So maybe take one of the elements from your ark animal and hold on to it as we sing Yismechu Hashamayim on page 27. The words are, let the skies rejoice, the earth have glee, ocean resound in all your fullness. And it's on page 27. Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yehiramayam, 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 umelo, Yehiramayam, 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 umelo. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Back to Yismechu. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yehiramayam, 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 umelo, Yehiramayam, 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 umelo. And on page 33 is Yiram Hayam, also about the sea. The translation of this is, burst forth and sing your music, ecstatic vibrations. Thank you, Audrey. Yiramayam umelo, Yiramayam umelo, Tevel veyoshveiva, Yiramayam umelo, Naharod imcha uchaf, yai lai 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 lai, Yachad harim yaraneinu, yai lai 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 lai, Naharod yimcha uchaf, yai lai 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 lai, Yachad harim yaraneinu, Yiramayam umelo, Yiramayam umelo, Tevel veyoshveiva, Yiramayam umelo, Yiramayam umelo, Yiramayam umelo, Tevel veyoshveiva, Yiramayam umelo, Naharod yimcha uchaf, yai lai 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 lai, Yachad harim yaraneinu, yai lai 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 lai, Naharod yimcha uchaf, yai lai 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 lai, Yachad harim yaraneinu, Yiramayam umelo, Yiramayam umelo, Tevel veyoshveiva, Yiramayam umelo.
So with all these wonderful sounds, I invite us to think about the Ark of our beloveds. The ones whose noises we just love, and that's why we choose to surround ourselves by them. When we think about the Ark of our beloveds, this is not just our family, but also our chosen family. So the people in our closest bubble, the people we see most of. Our feelings about these people are often complicated.
No offense taken.
And yet we love them. So we have a few people here tonight who know this ark well, the Ark of the Beloveds. Rick and Elizabeth have been sharing an ark for 30 years. And I'm going to invite you both to come up and share a little bit more about what that experience has been.
Want to share this one here?
Okay, can you hear me?
A little closer.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we only have one copy. That's what happens, you know.
So for the last 35 years, we've traveled in the Ark together, and it landed here in Atlanta over 10 years ago. And as we were thinking about tonight, we began looking at our ketubah of 30 years ago, and that the cover note that have sustained our relationship. And we want to just state them again here tonight in honor of this anniversary.
We reaffirm them here. To be ever open to one another while cherishing each other's differences and uniqueness. To comfort, challenge, and celebrate with each other through life's sorrows and joys. To share our intuition and insight with each other. To bring out in ourselves and each other qualities of forgiveness, compassion, and integrity. And above all, to do everything within our power to encourage each of us to become all we can be.
And to establish our home as a sanctuary of peace, shared with our community, guided by a reverence for the divine, and open to the spiritual potential in all life. A home filled with learning, loving, generosity, and play, and a home wherein the flow of the seasons and the passages of life are celebrated through the symbols of our heritage.
Amen. Thank you.
That was an excellent sharing. On page 41, it says, "Oh, come, my friend, let's greet the bride, the Sabbath presents bring inside." L'chadodi on page 41. L'chadodi likrat kala, yalala, 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 p'nei Shabbat, nekabela, l'chadodi. Likrat kala, yalala, 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 p'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Shamo v'zachor b'dibor echad, ishmi'anu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לחדודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לחדודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. Top of 43. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקבלה. Top of page 45. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בא האור קומי יורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. היי לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקווה לה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקווה לה. Top of 47. ימין ושמאל תפרוסי, ואת אדוני תריצי, על יד איש פן פרצי, ונשמחה ונגילה. היי לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקווה לה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקווה לה. We rise and look at the door. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקווה לה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקווה לה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקווה לה, יללה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללה, 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 פני שבת נקווה לה. Please be seated. What a rousing lecha dodi. Let out the spirit anima. And please come back up, Rick and Elizabeth, for as to share that which is good.
So, thank you. So words from Khalil Gibran, the Lebanese poet, philosopher, artist, on marriage. Let there be spaces in your togetherness, and let the winds of the heavens dance between you.
Love one another, but make not a bond of love. Let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls.
Fill each other's cup, but drink not from one cup. Give one another of your bread, but eat not from the same loaf. We wonder about that.
Sing and dance together and be joyous, but let each of you be alone, even as the strings of the lute are alone, though they quiver with the same music.
Give your hearts, but not into each other's keeping, for only the hand of life can contain your hearts.
And stand together, yet not too near together. For the pillars of the temple stand apart, and the oak tree and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow. Amen.
Wait, I have to say something.
Please say something.
I have a cousin who gave Tupperware as wedding gifts because she said the thing you need most in a marriage is space. Space. Here's some Tupperware for your own items.
Let's hear just a little bit more of the ark drifting on the ocean sounds.
I had no idea there were so many interesting creatures in the ocean.
A couple pterodactyls, some pirates. some crocodiles. So our next ark is the ark of community. It is the ark that can hold community together. Community is complicated, friends. It can come together and create order and safety and beauty, and it can devolve into chaos. All healthy communities have a social contract. If we want to live together with other people, we make choices of things to give up for ourselves so the community can thrive. It can be uncomfortable to make those choices. We have to be willing to be uncomfortable for the sake of being part of a community. Is it the worst thing to be uncomfortable? What might be uncomfortable? Show me about me and where I might need to grow, what I might need to learn. And how do we balance the giving and the receiving in community? Think of the two mosquitoes on the ark.
Did anybody get the mosquito card?
So their progeny is profligate and has caused tremendous amounts of human suffering, probably more than any other animal on earth, and yet they are a key element in the food chain without which bats would not exist. Hummingbirds would not exist. And that's right.
We would
Lyra
not have Lyra.
would have to sacrifice the bat pate that they're so used to. Insect repellents, that's right. Johnson & Johnson would no longer exist. That's a good point. So there are certain elements in any community that are difficult. Sometimes we don't understand where those difficult elements fit in, but we're in it. And we need to figure out how to be together. So our next few tefillot starts with our Baruch Hu, the beginning of our Ma'ariv service. So I'm going to ask for folks to rise. Do we open our ark for the? Do we open our ark for this? So for those unfamiliar, this is on page 6. This is page 57. And so I'll be leading it. And so I say the first line on page 57. Then the congregation says the second line on page 57. And then the leader person says the second line a second time, all on page 57. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai, ha-mevorach, ha-mevorach, Baruch Adonai, ha-mevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai, ha-mevorach le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Please be seated. So for the next couple of tefillot, I'd like to ask Shana, our own amazing Shana, to come up and join us and sing some harmoniousness. So on page 63, we're going to sing Ahava Rabbah, which is the source of life. You have loved us with a vast expanse of love, and overflowing unconditional love pours out upon us. And so we'll sing Ahava Rabbah. So this is more of a chant, but please join us. Not but, and please join us. But join us. Okay.
Just
join us. Yeah, just join us. Ahava Rabbah, Ahavtanu, Ahava Rabbah, Ahavtanu, Ahava Rabbah, Ahavtanu, Ahava And then we'll sing Hareini Mikabel Alai. And the words are, behold, I hereby take upon myself the positive commandment of you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Hareini Mikabel Alai et mitzvat haborei ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha ve'ahavta kamocha hareini mekabel alai et mitzvat haborei ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha ve'ahavta kamocha hareini mekabel na'alai et mitzvat haborei ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha ve'ahavta kamocha. And on page 65, the Shema, out of many. 1. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'letecha v'derech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam le'od al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'einecha u'chtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha.
So in lieu of an Amidah tonight, we invite our spirit animals to stand up. You don't have to, but our spirit animals are going to stand up and speak to us. And we invite you to be in conversation with each other. So bring out your spirit animal. I have my crocodile here.
I have my scorpion here. And those who are on Zoom, if you want to pick an animal and put it in the chat, then we can know that it's there.
So we invite you to think about your animal. What has it been saying to you tonight about the arc of yourself, the arc of our beloveds, the arc of community? And we invite you to turn to the people next to you and chat for a few minutes. What is your spirit animal telling you tonight? Is it in line with how you tend to think about things? Is it inviting you to think about things a different way? What Torah do your spirit animals have for us tonight? We'll let you chat with each other for a few minutes.
Brad, I can't put it in the chat. It won't let me.
Sing it like your spirit animal.
Ya da 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 ya da da ya da 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 ya da ba bum 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 ba wee ya da 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 yo wee dee 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 ya da 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 whoa 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 oh 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 bum 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 we dum bum bum we dum bum bum we dee 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 we dum bum bum away. Yay da da 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 yay da.
It's a jungle cruise. It's a jungle cruise. I love a jungle
Did you
nigun.
see?
With words. This was fantastic.
Did she say Godzilla? Is that what you said? Oh, Simba.
We have to accept all the animals on our ark. They're here. So
Welcome Simba and Godzilla.
We want to open this up and hear what your spirit animals are telling you. What happened in your conversation? Anybody want to share a little bit about the Torah of your spirit animals? What is the Torah of your spirit animal? What did you talk about?
What's the truth of your spirit animal?
Just how we relate to it or don't relate to it. So I was looking for a lion because that's my spirit animal, but I think you got. So I ended up picking a moth, thinking it was a butterfly.
They're so often confused.
You know?
And so you weren't disappointed, were you?
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't.
This is something we should delve into.
It wasn't a fit, so I went back. There were 4 left, and I picked the cobra, which actually, I'm thinking that's pretty fierce, but there's some real fit to it about sort of being an open-hearted teacher and sort of spiritual teacher. So I feel like I serve like that. And look at how many people in the Torah that I can't name who also served in that way. And I can't name them because I'm not a Torah scholar, but I know there were a lot of them. So anyway, I ended up with cobra, which I would have never picked normally. So that's it.
So I picked lamb off the table,
Lamb? Lamba?
lamba. And when Andrea looked at my card and it says peaceable, prophetic, and patient, she took it out of my hand and said, "That's ridiculous." But then I took it back because I said, well, as we know, every year at our holidays, one of the sins I am repenting for is being impatient. And so rather than it being ridiculous, which in some ways it is, but it's getting better, right? Yeah? So it is aspirational. And when Dan asked, well, are you getting better? I said, I think I am. He said, but you're not getting worse. I said, no, I'm not getting worse. So I think I'm on the right path.
So I got the butterfly.
Sorry.
And when I was getting it, I went over to the table and I looked for a spirit animal that was like cool. And I was like, oh, wait, I like butterflies. But then Elena reminded me that I'm actually scared of butterflies.
And all bugs.
And all bugs.
Flying insects.
Anything that flies. And it's undergoing great change and transformation. That's what it says. And I'm a junior in high school, so pretty soon I'm gonna be an adult. And maybe I'm actually scared of undergoing great change and transformation, which is why I picked butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the lion,
Poor Margie.
which I picked because my mom was a Leo, and I just wanted to see what she had to say to me. And what I saw in it, I was very surprised. I was thinking it's all about strength and power and control. And it's about being patient, regal, and self-transformation. So I appreciated some of which I feel like, yeah, I got that, and some of which was, I'll try again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, this card found me. It's a hyena, characterized by humor, wit, and sarcasm.
It found you a long time ago.
But I was, as I went through this, and characterized by being a jokester and a crowd pleaser, and somehow next to this hyena, I found a wolf who was quick to point out, oh, that's you, oh. Who was quick to point out that sometimes being a jokester and a crowd pleaser sometimes is a way of avoiding truths.
Anytime anybody asks you a question, there always has to be a joke, and it's annoying. And I'm working on tolerance.
And we are seeking counseling after this.
I was going to say we have many therapists in our congregation. I'm sure it can help.
You joined the right place 10 years ago.
Okay, let's take two more.
Hi. I got a firefly, which at first I took as kind of like a challenge to myself because I feel like it definitely represents the fact that my creative energy and like outward energy comes in spurts, and like the card says to like work on steadying that. But then I thought there's a beauty that comes from the periods of rest between when the firefly lights up. If it were just like luminescent all the time, we would see it and we'd be like, okay. But it's like the patterns that it makes and the fact that it's sporadic and not all the time. So I think I'm using this as a way to like channel that part of myself. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Me? No.
Go for it.
Okay. I picked dolphin. I think it had something to do with growing up on Flipper. But they're helpful. They're elegant in the sea. They have great grace in the ocean, and they're playful and intelligent. So these are qualities I relate to.
Emily, you want to do that last one?
I just called this the remote.
That was the most painful 2 feet I've ever seen somebody walk.
Did I miss a face? Okay.
It's horrible.
I chose the gazelle because my aunt called my sister and I gazelles when we ran, because we apparently have funny ways of running. Okay. And the gazelle apparently represents grace, which I'll take, and sophistication, which I'll take. And also, this is one of the pieces that I also wanted to share is it says, gazelles' personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper-vigilant. That tracks. And one of the pieces that my anxiety was coming for me for tonight is that I didn't know the term spirit animal, which I just wanted to share. I had watched a documentary before, and I hoped you both might want to know this, but some people take offense to that. So my hypervigilance has been really active this whole time. And so I thought I would share. There apparently isn't a subtle way to put that out there if you both wanted to speak to that for cultural appropriation. I looked up that apparently like our animal spirit. Oh, who is? Am I wrong?
No. The correct way to say it would be inner animal guide.
Okay.
Inner animal guide.
Okay, animal guide. So we'll learn together. Okay. There we go. Thank you for receiving that.
So thank you for sharing what you found in your inner animal guide. And so the invitation, I think, is to for everybody to take a look. I thought it was very interesting that at the bottom of the cards, it talked about being in balance, out of balance, and a way to get back into balance. So it might be something. The whole idea behind this this Noah Shabbat, this Ark experience, is to look for places that you can find calmness and peace. And sometimes it can be very overwhelming, and it's very difficult to see where that might be. This is just one little teeny eensy way to give it a tool in your toolkit.
Should we put these back?
You should keep that,
We'll keep
moth
them.
lady, and take it home.
These are yours.
Because you transform too. Yes, you get an animal. You get an animal. You see what I'm saying? Anything else? Yeah. So now's our time to say our Mishaberach, our prayer for healing. If there are folks, and I have a list of folks that our congregation is thinking about during this time who needs our thoughts and our focused direction and our voices. But if there are folks that you're thinking of, please say their names out loud now, and we'll sing Misha Berach together. Please say their names out. Scott Epstein, Ali Sherman, Mark Podhorzer, Roseanne Glick, Patty Johnson, Victoria Isbister, John Isbister, Carl Pruitt, Bowen Harbuck, Anna Levy-Sprick, Ruth Canfer, Nell Mayer, Dory Perling, Nancy Rosebloom, Sharon, Melissa Sachs, Rabbi Zev, Rich Tel Johan, Randy Foster, Ava Kotliar, Susan Birch, Sarah K. Black, Terry, Richard Anzalone, Mildred Anzalone, Rachel Hahn, Margie, Jan Levy, Jean K. Black, Jackie, Lisa Tyler, Shirley, Elaine Mandel-Levine, Barbara Rubin. And I'm going to find the words. Oh, that's kind of funny. So this is the call and response version that honestly I should know, but because I wrote the melody. But here are the so repeat. This is the repetition one, and it goes like this. Mi sheberach, mi sheberach, Avotenu Avraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Mi sheberach, Imotenu Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, veLeah. Mi sheberach, hu yivarech ve'yirafeh et hachole, yiten Adonai chachma v'tushia b'lev harofeh. Mi sheberach, ישלח רפואה שלמה, רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף. יוסיף אדוני לו שנות חיים, ושלום להודות ולהלל הרופא הנאמן והרחמן. מי שברך ונאמר אמן.
We're going to invite Hannah Lang up to lead us in the prayer for the end of hiding. You can find this in the back of your prayer book.
Prayer for the end of hiding. As LGBTQ plus Jews, we are aware of the loss of integrity we suffer due to the pressures of the larger society. We often feel forced into a dishonest presentation of ourselves, to ourselves and others. The LGBTQ plus individuals who feel they must pretend to be something that they are not, the Jews who feel they must be alienated from their tradition and community to win larger acceptance, both are victims of a theft of identity and integrity committed by the sexual, gender-identifying, or religious majority. Creator of the universe, we ask that our hiding draw to an end, that we no longer feel we have to pretend, to promise falsely, to renounce ourselves, and that our fullest creative expression as Jews and as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer people be among the blessings you bestow upon us. Amen.
Amen. On page 131 is our mourner's Kaddish. If you are in a period of ritual mourning, we ask that you rise and share the name of the folks that you're thinking about. May the memories be a blessing. Please join me. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברך רותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב בימרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם עלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. You may be seated. Thank you. Oh, and so we have a treat. We have our CBH poet laureate, Alan Sugar, who's going to share with us an ARC-based award-winning ARC-based wording.
Well, thanks, Brad. And Ariella. Well, I wrote this years ago. I was watching a movie on TV. It was called The Bible. Well, the book is better. So I just happened to tune in when Noah was releasing the dove, and I just grabbed a piece of paper and just started writing. It was the only poem that just seemed to write itself. It's called Noah. He sent a dove, a sure white, pure white dove, one beacon bright to part the dark of night, a spark, a mark, an arc, one sign in sight, to touch just such a light, one spark of love, to search, to perch upon that branch above, to go, to know somehow something is right, to feel, to find one truth in just this flight, one breath that brings us all we're dreaming of, to be as one, to hold the sun and stars, to never stop until we find so brief a world within, without the painful bars, so far from hatred, homelessness, and grief, something complete, not broken into shards, the olive branch, a twig, a sprig, belief. Good job, Miss.
Alan, thank you very much. And for our announcements,
We're going to invite Elizabeth up.
Elizabeth has the announcements.
And whatever creature speaks to you.
Well, if I do come as my lioness, right, yeah, I'll be patient. How's that? I'll be patient. Do that. Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm a little taller than that. Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to Congregation Beit Havarim, both to those of you here in person and on Zoom. So my name is Elizabeth, and I am a CBH member and a member of the chorus. So I would like to first thank our Oneg helper, Faith Powell, who is not sitting there because she's inside helping. Thank you to our Zoom host and on-site staff member, Emily Enzalone. Thank you to our service leaders, Brad Davidorf and Ariella Friedman. Thank you to today's police officer on duty, Naja Graham. And thank you to tonight's Oneg sponsors, Ariella Friedman and Elizabeth Cohen and Rick Stone, who are sponsoring the Oneg in honor of Elena Friedman Hall's 15th birthday and learner's permit, and Elizabeth and Rick's 30th anniversary. So we have upcoming events for which you can all also go online to find out about tomorrow at 5. That would be Saturday at 5. We have the Havdalah and pet blessing. All animals need to be updated on their shots and on a leash or a carrier or container or some careful thing like that. If your furry or finned friend, so bring them in water if you need, can't make it in person, bring a photo or a favorite toy and we'll bless them from afar. And then on Sunday, we will have a meeting of the Chorus for Comfort and Healing at 3 o'clock. This will be an opportunity to learn more about how and where such a chorus might serve those in Atlanta's Jewish community who are experiencing illness, isolation, and other challenges. Then next Friday at 7:30, we will have a democracy-themed service led by Tikkun Olam Vad Chair Christy Casey and other pro-democracy members. Are you singing me off? No. Sorry. If you want to lend your voice to next Friday night's services, to one of the prayers, email Christy at christycasey@gmail.com. And then the following Saturday, November 9th, we will be holding a Kristallnacht program with Roberta Lynn Wexler and also showcasing the artworks of the Stolperstein project here at CBH at 6:30. We do not have time to announce every upcoming program, so please be sure to check out the website, in particular the calendar, for details for things like our 2-day workshop on trauma, a program on dismantling anti-Semitism, Trans Day of Remembrance, and more. Thank you, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Elizabeth.
That means you get to be on the board now. Congratulations.
And for our ending nigun, we thought that this might be a good song to do. If you know it, join in, and in very short order, you will know the chorus. The original song has the word man in the title, and we decided that maybe using the word we would be a good idea. I will forget and I will say man, but I will be corrected. But everyone else will say we. Here it goes. We gave names to all the animals in the beginning, We gave names to all the animals in the beginning, long time ago. We saw an animal up on the hill, eating so much grass until she was filled. Saw milk coming out, but didn't know how. I think I call it a cow. We gave names to all the animals in the beginning. We gave names to all the animals in the beginning, long time ago. We saw an animal in the forest, antlers on its head, eating bark, of course. Like to run away when you come near. I think I call it a deer, yeah. Come on. We gave names to all the animals in the beginning, We gave names to all the animals in the beginning, long time ago. Let's do the chorus one more time. We gave names to all the animals in the beginning, We gave names to all the animals in the beginning, long time ago. In the beginning, long time ago. In the beginning, long time ago. Happy Ark Shabbat, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. All right, so we're going to do Kiddush and Hamotzi, which everybody has Kiddush right here. Oh, let's do some Siman Tov and Mazel Tov. Oh, yeah, so for our Simchas, Siman Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov, Siman Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov, Siman Tov and Mazel Tov and Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Yehelanu, oh, lekol Yisrael, Yehelanu, oh, lechol Yisrael, Yehelanu, oh, lechol Yisrael, Yehelanu, oh, lechol Yisrael. And let us rise for Kiddush. Savrei Chavarai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kadsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron ma'aseh v'reshit כי הוא יום תחילה למקרא קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי אלינו קראת ואותנו קידשת לעבודתך ושבת קודשך באהבה ורצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת אמן לחיים. And so we have some lovely challahs, which are, oh, wait a minute.
We have a birthday theme and a wedding theme.
Oh, these are homemade challahs, friends. They are. All right, so come and touch, and then please make the challah train, the challah connection. Alan, you got to get in that. There you go. Nathan, you got to get in the holotrain there, man. Come on, get some holotrain. Motzi lechem in haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Those are beautiful. I think this is a Friedman household. Did you guys make it?
I made it, yeah.
They're beautiful.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Sophisticated with these in.
Or just suck it.
That was wonderful.
Good. Are you good? I didn't know that we were like. Thank you for coming. Hey, Scaredy.
Great job, guys.
Thanks for chiming in. Thank you so much. For this salty. Leave the salt sink to the bottom. You were perfectly great. I felt that. I felt that.